what drives me in the final weeks is the driving.
Let it be known, I want the crown. Came to dethrone whoever's holding it down. Spirit driven with enough strength to take on the town. Yeah, I'm in the game to win, but don't think I'm playing around now. Force moves whenever I want to. Whenever type of destruction, my rivals are all food. I'm giving them new issues to show that they all lose. Must hurt to be in defeat, but it's time that they saw lose. Till the time's in place for I to take. The kingdom don't deny your fate, take pride, embrace. The fact you pushed outside the way, don't try to hate. To come up was designed to straight, annihilate. Remember how I grind and take no time for breaks. Or call it how I operate, I'm Dr. J. It's that's proof that I'm the great, let's not debate. So sit back and cooperate, I dominate. King. Not letting out till the day that they crown me. Sit back and cooperate, I dominate. King.
Hey guys, this is Brandon Curry, Mr. Olympia, number 15, here at the 2021 Mr. Olympia competition in Orlando, Florida. Well, the biggest change of this preparation in general is just the added presence of Ahmed El-Naki as far as training in the gym. Normally Abdullah and I coordinated with the training, and of course Abdullah takes care of the diet, nutrition, and protocols. But Ahmed came in and just specially focused on the training. And we did definitely more training frequency, more different training variables. He also tracked progressive overload during the training, so we could see how my performance was. And my body just responded great. We were training body parts probably twice a week for most of the phase of the training phase. And then as we get closer to the show, from overreaching, we kind of bagged back the training intensity or the frequency first, and then the volume a little bit. We bagged it back as we got into the show, letting the body recover from what we would call overreaching or what we were doing in the previous part of prep. So everything worked out great. I feel fresh. I didn't come into the show beat up at all. So I think and I'm heavier, more muscle. So I think that was one of the significant things that was different about this prep, was just the added feature of having Ahmed on the team. Well, for me, I stay mostly in the moment. Of course, I still relax. I'm still relaxing in the gym. I'm still trying to, especially between sets, I'm trying to recover and make sure I set myself up for the best performance. I'm focusing on my breathing, probably more than anything, because that's significant in your training. When it comes to bracing at the proper times, holding the air at the proper times, breathing out at the proper times, that can make the difference between 2 or 3 reps that you have in the tank. But most of the time, it's like a challenge. I'm battling against my coach at the time. So I'm battling against Ahmed. Ahmed, he puts the weight on. I'm not gonna disagree with it. He tells me to get this amount of weight. Whether I think I can or not, I'm gonna push myself to do it. So it's a balance against me and him. I may look at him crazy. I may go, "What you doing?" He says, "Yeah, I want you to do 10." So it's like, okay, let's do it. So it's the challenge back and forth. He's challenging me to push myself harder, maybe lift a little bit heavier, maybe get a few extra reps. And I'm putting that to the test, and I'm trying to prove him that I can do it, and I'm not gonna back down doing a workout. Well, I like to listen to those smart guys, those guys that showed me those different aspects of longevity or health after post bodybuilding. So Dexter Jackson, speaking of him, he's one of the guys that gave me plenty of good advice and gave out plenty of good advice over the years as far as recovery, not training stupid, training for the long haul, not being in a rush to get big too fast. And then, you got Lee Haney. He always had the philosophy to stimulate, don't annihilate. And you learn how important it is as you age, as you notice that you are not really bulletproof. Because when we're young, we think we're bulletproof. And then as you begin to notice that you're not bulletproof, you start to listen to these older gentlemen that will give you the wisdom. So I let my body, try to take in my body as much as possible. And I try not to be stupid in the gym. I try not to bring my ego in the gym. Of course, I'm gonna push myself. I'm gonna try to push the boundaries, but I'm not gonna bring the ego in the way, because as soon as you bring the ego in the way, you put yourself at risk.
I'm gonna squeeze in over here, guys. Thank you so much, guys. The best man you'll meet in the sport of bodybuilding, even out of the sport of the bodybuilding. Thank you for watching. This is Soul Premise, Brandon Curry. Catch you next year, guys.
Earned all my stripes through the blood, sweat, and tears. That's my stamina, you'll have to run for some years. Work twice as hard just to outshine my peers. Learn how to separate the failures from the fears. Through the struggle, I know that it's worth it. I don't hate, I flourish, run it out.